There you go. Look at you, got the audio set up. Gentlemen, can I get you something to drink?
Yeah, man, sure.
I got Bud Lights ready to rock.
Bud Lights, I'll take one.
Low on the Trulies. 2?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you very much, dude.
Dude, Live Edge was packed, bro. We got there just in time to get a seat.
Yeah, I saw the
You
parking
can.
lot, man.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, Lizzie! A lot of it used to actually be a set, but most of it kind of fell apart when we moved here. 'Cause this used to be a water park, and it kind of still is. Just broke a little bit.
And you like to build your own stuff. You don't like to just follow the sets.
Yep. Sometimes I'll look at the set and kind of like get an idea for what I wanted to build. Because this was like a tree house, but I took the whole thing apart, put all the pieces down, and then just rebuilt it. Because this wasn't in there originally, and neither was half of this stuff. I just kind of put it all together. And this, and this is all connected.
Which one are you most proud of?
This one. Because it was hard to make. I always wanted to make like a multi-level Lego set, and this one was the hardest because I didn't really have all the pieces to keep it fully levitated. It's kind of a little bit crooked.
I actually had almost an exact same setup. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, I used to build Legos too. And these are the pictures of my old Lego sets from back in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s. The OG
This
sets.
part's cool. There's like a little cat in there. I like the bridges the most.
Hey, let me see the pictures. It'll slow.
Dad, I want to read next below. So.
Will you hold up and show us these the drawings and tell us about them a little bit?
Here. This is supposed. I kind of messed up on the head because at first it was too big and then it was too small, and then I finally found the right outline. It's that biggest, smallest outline. But then I changed the bug because it didn't really have that much character. It was just a black face with white eyes. It didn't really even have a mouth. So then, because this has way more character than that, so I changed it.
How do you feel that your dad has those tattooed on him, though?
I kind of like it because my art goes everywhere. Although I'm afraid people will judge it. But nobody ever has.
I think people probably think it's pretty cool.
That's what most people say.
It is pretty cool.
I agree. I hear so.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
So, what is your name?
My name is Maggie.
Firefly.
Did you catch a firefly? That's awesome.
You want to see?
Yeah. Let me see it. Oh, don't let it go. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, bye. Bye. Okay.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a CNA, so I work in a nursing home and I take care of about 65 elderly people every day.
And what does your job involve? Being a CNA?
I feed them and I dress them and I help them with like everyday stuff, and I'm pretty much the family that's not there.
Is that something that you? Is that something that you always wanted to do, or did you end up doing that?
No, it's not what I originally wanted to do, but my dad was really sick and had a lot of really good people take care of him, so I wanted to be able to give other people's family members that quality care that my dad had. So kind of found my calling in that.
Do you like what you do?
I do. It's hard emotionally and mentally, but it's very worth it because I know that those people know that they're loved at the end of the day when I get to go home. So
What do you find are the most common issues for elderly people who find themselves in that position?
not understanding and being confused and just not really knowing like why they're there, how long they've been there, if their family had been there to visit them, just stuff like that. The memory loss part is the worst for them.
What do you think about those type of facilities? It's like a nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think about those type of facilities in general?
Well, everybody eventually is going to need somebody to take care of them, no matter how you cut it. Like, everybody's going to need some kind of care from somebody else, and I think it's a really good thing because there are people who their families don't want to be there or are not able to be there to take care of them. And that's why people like me and a bunch of other people are there to kind of help make their lives a little bit easier and take care of them.
Does that make you proud what you do?
Yeah, it does. Some days are harder than others, but it's really worth it all in the end.
And then when you're not working, what do you do for fun?
Not a lot. I used to rodeo. I used to ride bulls for 6 years. So that used to be what I used to do all the time. But I paint a lot and I draw a lot now. So.
Can you tell us a little bit about the rodeo?
Well, what do you want to know?
I mean, what is it? What did you do? What is the...
I was a bull rider. I was the only woman in Rand rodeo history to go to finals in a rough stock event, and I competed with guys age 15 to 85. There was really no like age cap on it, so it was definitely the best part of my life. It was the biggest rush I've ever experienced. So
What is the feeling? Like, take us through the process of when you show up that day and you go and you're not sure what bull you're gonna get.
No, like you go and you enter and your name gets put in a drawing and they draw for like what bull that you get to get on that night, and then bull riding's always at the very end of the rodeo, so you gotta wait for everything to get finished for that, because most people come for that, so that's why they do it at the very end. And you know whatever you're getting on, you put your rope on it and you just kind of wait, and it's almost like being tied to a tornado. It's like you don't have any control over it, but it's the biggest rush that you're ever going to probably go through in your whole life. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't really know. There's not really words that could describe the way that it makes you feel. You just have to go and do it.
Do you miss it?
I miss it every single day, but I'm a mom now, so I have, other things that I got to take care of and do. So that's kind of part of my past now, but I love it every day.
Go grab the bags.
Go grab the bags over there. Yeah, put them by the board. You'll be your bag girl.
What bag?
You know, the bag.
That's you, huh?
Yes, that's me. That's definitely me. I went to finals 3 years in a row, or 4 years in a row, and finished in the top 5 every year. So
You brag a little bit.
yeah, I'm proud of it. It's something to really be proud of. Not very girls that you meet necessarily do stuff like that. Very far and few in between. I've maybe met a handful of other girls in my lifetime that do that. That's cool. Don't hurt it, okay?
I'm not.
Are you single?
Yes, I'm divorced, actually.
How is dating around here?
Shit. Honestly, it's terrible. There's not a very good crop of people around here. Men or women, like, it's just not. Everybody knows everybody, or you're related to everybody. Pretty much.
How would you describe the men around here?
Toolboxes. That's how I would describe them, because they're tools. So, it kind of works.
What are you looking for from a partner?
Someone who's not a douche. Like, I don't know, somebody who cares and has genuine interest in like the things that I like to do in like my everyday life.
Why is it you think that you have trouble getting along with the men around here?
Because I'm a different kind of person compared to the other people around here.
In what way?
I'm a lot more outspoken than most women, and I do my own thing, and I was raised to like take care of myself and not need somebody else to take care of me. So I don't know. Most girls around here are out for other people's money, and I'm not one of those people. I like to do my own thing. So.
And do you think that that's hard for some of the men around here, like the outspoken?
Oh yeah, because we intimidate them.
What do you think that is?
Why?
Yeah. what do you think that
I don't
could be?
know. Not everybody's used to somebody that's bold and that doesn't like necessarily care what the other person thinks about what they have to say. So.
I can't tell the difference between the bags, actually. Are you shooting blue or pink? Are you blue? Okay. All right, you got 2? All right, you shoot first, brother.
I'm going to watch the video.
Okay. Just getting the
You see that tattoo?
Uh-huh.
It's a ladybug.
Oh, it's a ladybug?
Yeah. And that one's a leaf on his back.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah. And the other arm has a blue.
Hang on, one more. Hang on,
Oh,
one more.
we got all one.
A blue?
Yeah. Like a blue. Like a blue. Same thing.
What's a boo? What is a boo?
Oh, come on. So they got to tie game.
Spooky
0-0.
ghost. No, I got one in.
Yeah, you got
Spooky
one, but I
ghost.
got 4 on the board, and you got 1 on the board. So my 3 cancels out your 1 in.
Today I have to play Mario. I'm hitting a move now. There we go. Can I have him back now? He's homesick.
So I'm sick. Go to your home. What are you gonna name him?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Jimmy the Firefly.
Hey! Hey, there's Stevie back! Stevie. Stevie's her obsession.
There's your little Stevie Ray. He loves Stevie Ray. He loves him. Back in the
That'll never happen again.
But I have to get 5.
Oh, super close.
Maybe. What's your technique here?
I don't have a technique. I just try to throw it in the right direction.
Go!
She's a hustler, dude. I'm hustling.
Yeah.
She's threw me for a loop. That's
I still have one more.
oh no.
Sometimes I'm better than I think.
Are you a competitive person?
Yeah. I like to win all the time. So I'm not a very good loser either. So
That's an ambulance.
What's your technique, Eric?
So what I try to do, oh Lord, it takes left. I try to spread the beads out a little bit. So I like to flip it around. Flip it this way. I always go seams out every time. I'm gonna try to get on the board. You got another bag? Fuck. All right. I want to just hit them all in in hopes to follow it and still lose. I'm gonna go this route. High in sky. Oh! Bada bing guy.
Still
Yeah, Bubba. Oh, you got your buddy there? Did you have fun today? Steve doesn't want me to leave. Well, you tell Stevie I live here, so we'll be good buds. Oh. Oh. Are you wait? Can you wait till you get bigger and play bag toss with me? I hope so.
No, there you go.
Oh! Oh! No, that's dude! Fucking.
Yeah, that's cool. But he ain't like that.
Whoa! Oh, that's dose.
That's two. That ball's back. That's 3.
Best friend, that's my best friend. That's my main bitch, that's my freaking best friend. If you got a problem, you got a problem.
Dude, that is crazy. We got the same
The
pattern.
exact same pattern.
Yeah. Here we are, Arkansas 2021.
870. My bag strategy is kind of rainbow the motherfucker straight into the glory hole. Sorry, cornhole. Cornhole. This was 9 years ago. This was 9 years ago.
Bop, 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 bop.
Whoa!
Ba-da, boop.
Holy shit!
Oh, duck.
Let me turn it up. Let me turn it up. Little homie taking shots.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh!
That was a good one.
Look at him. Look at him. He's all like, "Are you good, bro?" You know what he says at the end? I almost pissed my pants. And that's the thing about every boxing video. They always say something goofy. Last time it was, "You knocked the snot out of me." Justin Klaus, quick. He's like, "You popped my back." I punched him. He like went backwards and shit, bro. I'm hugging it out and shit. Everyone's all like,
That's
"Oh."
how a fight should be, though.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Yeah, I
Wipe
know.
the
That's
moisture-
what I was trying to
Wipe
tell
the
him.
moisture off you guys' face.
I'm not sweating.
No, you good.
I'll take one, bro.
I don't
Yeah.
wear any makeup, man.
But it's for the
Could've been a
people
lot
that are
worse.
moist.
Hey, you got a dad, bro. You got a dad.
Yeah, calm down, man.
I feel like
So let's just start with everybody say their name.
I'm Tawny.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Jasmine.
And are you guys all from this area?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from California originally.
You're from California originally. When did you come out here?
About 5 years ago.
5 years ago. What was it like moving from California to Arkansas?
It was a really big shock. I think the first thing I saw was a gas station called Hillbilly U-Pump. They don't have those in California.
Why did you end up coming here?
Oh, my mom brought me out here to get away from some stuff out there. It was cool though.
Do you feel like it was a good move? Are you happy that you moved here?
Yep, I went back to visit last year and it was just nothing that I remembered it being, and it was not, I don't know, it was way prettier out here, way greener. The air is a lot cleaner. You can see the nighttime sky. It's beautiful.
What is there, this is for all you guys, what is there to do as a young person in this part of Arkansas?
Drugs. No, but like really though. Drugs and partying.
Like it is around, like you can go down the road and see somebody like probably doing dope and like really just making terrible life decisions and like just destroying life. You can like, I've been around it enough to know I can pick it out immediately if I see it. And, like I've worked in like grocery stores where like people walk in and they're just acting real funny, you know, like it just, you get burnt out watching it. It's kind of sad.
Dude.
Yeah.
My mom was the biggest meth dealer of fucking Flippin, Yellville, and Peel. And she went to prison for like 25 years. And dude, I'm telling you, everyone does something. The people that you never think would do anything, do something here.
I dealt with a lot of people who did a lot of drugs. Like I lost a lot of friends to pills, a lot of friends to heroin, and I've never seen anything like I've seen here in the South. I was not prepared. Like I'm at a store in the hood, and I'm hanging out with my homies, and we're going down to the city, and you got to pass through the hood. Sometimes you got to stop at gas stations. You go to gas stations, you get a crackhead, you got a doper, a pill popper. I know that. I can sense that. I see that. Meth was something to me that for some reason it doesn't transfer aggressively into the north like it does down here. I got thrown on it right away. I had a friend, he had a brand new motorcycle, he had a fucking new Mustang, and we had great conversation, and I was like, yo, this is my homie, and we were hanging out, and all of a sudden, like, things started missing. I never thought ever the guy with the super nice motorcycle, with the super nice car, and all the great stories, all his jobs that he's doing, shit he's doing. I was like, no, like, dude, I misplaced it. I did something. He lost the bike, he lost the house, he lost the car, all in a week. And then they're like, yo, you know, homie, dude, he's a dope head. I let him stay in my house. I let him around all my things. I had no inclination on the amount of drugs that this guy was doing in the situation that he was going through his life because I never seen it. Move here. My 65-year-old neighbor. He's like, man, I'm coming off that dope. I'm like, Bobby? Like, bro, like, we sit and drink beers together. Like, when did you do dope? You're 70 fucking years old.
I don't know.
He's like, a couple months ago. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm a big person on like drugs also. Don't fuck up a person as long as you don't let them fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
But there's some drugs that overtake that.
I fully believe that. But like even on meth, my mom, you know, she was a normal mom. I didn't even know she was doing all that shit until she went to prison. I'm just saying, like, if you let it fucking fuck up your life. But there's like high schoolers. I know multiple high schoolers that do hella cocaine right now and hella other shit. Like all the drugs here can be found. The younger crowd, I'm part of the younger crowd, and literally everywhere among them. High schoolers in every school. It's crazy.
Do you think it has something to do with the area, or do you think it's something else?
I think they're bored.
I think, yeah, that's
I think they're bored.
There's nothing really to do. It's a retirement area. Like, there's nothing for younger people at all. Like, you have to be at least 21 to have fun here.
Yeah. Especially in high school, like I just graduated last year, and especially in high school, dude, like, you know, you want to have like all those fun high school experiences. Our prom's a joke. We don't have any homecoming dances. We don't have anything like that. So high school was like a full just school. And then anything else you did outside of it was the only way to have fun. And everybody's going to get, like, everybody wants to get fucked up. It doesn't matter how old you are. It just happens that it's hard to get alcohol down here as a young person sometimes. I know that sounds really weird, but people are just fuckheads around here. And so people just started getting on drugs, and especially since some of the older population got their kids on drugs as like parents. And I know like my sister's the same way as my mom. So it's kind of like,
If you guys had kids, would you want them to grow up in this area?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's not just like they're just going to do drugs, you know,
Yeah.
immediately. Like, you have to talk to them and tell them, like, hey, this stuff isn't good for your life. You make choices in life, and if you make the wrong ones, like if you do this or that, then it's just a downward spiral for most. Like, it's, I mean, being around and seeing all this stuff, like, I've seen so many people make bad choices, but like it. On the positive note, I mean, there's good people around here too that don't do that, and they function so well in life, and they do great stuff, have great kids, you know, like treat them so well, and it's sad, you know. You see like all these people do that, but I mean, there's good people here too.
It's definitely all about how you're raised. Like
Mhm.
if you were raised the right way down here, you'll be fine. If you had a pretty rough upbringing, most of the time, a lot of the people around here, kids, they resort to drugs and alcohol just because there's not much else to do.
I probably won't stay here. Once I get my nursing degree, I'll probably go make a lot of money and then come back here because this is a good place to retire. We have a really high, what's it called, minimum wage rate, but we have really low housing prices and shit like that. So it's a nice place to definitely live when you're older.
Where are you going? When you move out, when you get your degree, where are you going?
Bro, I want to go somewhere big, like New York or California. I do not want to stay here my entire life because I want to go explore and shit.
Why do you want to go to big cities? Like, what makes you? You've lived in a small town your entire life. Why would you want to go to a gigantic city?
It's because I've lived in a small town my entire life, dude. You
Have you been
can't.
to big cities before?
Yes, been to a lot of the states. Been in California, and to Los Angeles, yeah. But they're cool. I don't know. Why would you want to live here your entire life unless you were boring?
Less people, less problems.
For sure. I've lived out in California, and I definitely prefer being here over there because there's just, I don't know. It's a lot different here.
I do feel that. I've never lived in another place, so I can't really put my input on that. But I do think that for somebody that's lived here my entire life,
It would be good to get
it
an
would be
experience.
nice to not be here.
How is dating down here?
It's rough.
Oh my gosh. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. I've never had a boyfriend in my life. It's a fucking joke.
Well, could you guys elaborate on that a little bit?
I dated girls that were from other states.
All right. So, in my high school,
From
my
that
graduating class, there was 30 students in my graduating
Mine
class.
was 50.
30. All right, so you go to school and you only have 200 people there, and most of the people you've grown up with your whole life. So you're nothing but a big brother, or like a big, you know, like, or that person's my sister, basically.
Straight
Yeah.
up. That's
So, like,
true.
just, it's hard to date. You have to normally date out of school if you're younger. But, I mean, there's chances around here. There's good places. There's good, you know, people you can meet. It just, you have to be creative. Be really creative.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really from the area. I mean, I have family from my dad's side in the area, but opposite direction. So it wasn't that hard for me. It was just a lot of the guys' mindsets at the time were just like, I'm gonna go do my own thing right now. Obviously, you've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, how would you describe the guys? You guys seem like you are in agreement on that.
Okay. Guys around here, like I said, there's not shit to do except for party and have sex and shit like that. And so they're kind of just all fuckboys because we actually do have a decent amount of good-looking people here in this area. We have a good-looking population, I feel like, ratio-wise, but I don't know.
Do you find that the men are macho?
Yeah. very country, my dick's bigger than yours. I have the biggest truck with the tightest fucking wheels, so I automatically get into your pants.
I can vouch
or
for
you're a
that.
bitch.
True.
That is very true.
That's very true.
They
out
definitely
here.
have that mindset for sure. Because they'll walk up like, "What's up? You know, you think I'm hot."
Yeah, for real. It's like, you want to get out of here. Like, I know you've been looking at me all night. I'm like,
So then, as women, what are you looking for in a partner as opposed to that?
Well, we're dating, so this is my boyfriend.
You can hear the
cricket. That's so funny. No, you know what? He's really sensitive. I like that about him. He gives me attitude when it's necessary, which is cool because, you know, sometimes people need to be put in their place. Which is not, he's not mean about it. He's like super sweet about it and very sarcastic, and it kind of makes me laugh. So it ends up working out. I don't know. He works really hard. He was really already had his shit together when I got with him, so I didn't have to worry about having to take care of him or take care of any of the bills or anything. That was not it. In fact, he did the opposite and helped me get on my feet, so that was nice. And he didn't ask anything back. He was just honest and wanted to be there and help.
Gotta be real.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotta be real.
And know that just because you're a man doesn't mean you don't have to show emotions. Like, you can be sensitive too. You don't have to be a fucking dick all the time.
Oh! It might. That was close. That's in.
These bounce so hard, dude.
I'm not used to playing this.